So how would you feel if when you're pregnant,
Hold on. I'm putting myself there. Okay, husband. My God, I have a hot husband. Okay, pregnant. Fuck, I don't look good pregnant. Okay, go on.
that was gonna be my question. How would you feel if he told you like, I'm just not attracted to you while you're pregnant?
Well, the door's there, and you don't get to meet your kid. The mommy's like,
Chemical X.
these outfits are for you guys. No, they're not for us. We're not comfortable. We'd rather be in sweats.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Chemical X podcast. It's your girl, Veronica.
And your other girl, Alessia. If you're wondering if it's our funeral today, it is not. Unfortunately, we are still alive. Back at it on Monday.
I mean, this is the sluttiest funeral outfit I've ever seen. But listen, you never know when you got to make a statement. You know what I mean?
So guys, if you're looking at our outfits right now and you want to purchase them, head on to carteblancheshop.com. They have luxury goods, consignment pieces, basically a one-stop shop to get everything you need. So Chemical X 25 at checkout to receive 25% off everything on their website. Well, not everything, but a few things are restricted from this promotion. But you guys can get a Louis Vuitton bag at 25% off. So
that's amazing.
We need to talk about your top for a second.
Well, I'm not wearing one.
Well, yes.
Well, first of all, I have hot paws on.
If you want to enjoy your night and really live in the moment, then wear a top with gloves or wear gloves. Because
even just gloves with rings, that's enough to
you're locked and
me.
Loaded, and you really enjoy the present.
I remember on my birthday, I wore an outfit with gloves and I had a bunch of rings on. So there was no option to be taking off these gloves. And it was like, hey, babe, can you answer this text for me? Because I can't use my hands.
Yeah, like you're literally trapped.
Yeah. But, suffer to be beautiful, suffer to be naked. But aside from all that, guys, we are truly now celebrating our 100K because the last time we celebrated it, we hadn't already hit it yet.
Don't lie to them. The last two times
we filmed it twice. We filmed thank you so much for 100K twice, and we had not yet hit 100K. So I'll just let you guys know in advance to not do that. But here we are finally after the math of hitting 100K. So that being said, we're going to be celebrating today with a little champagne because that's how we like to celebrate. And a friend of ours bought us a little bottle to open on set. So shout out to you. And 100K, baby.
I want to know. We're already almost at 120K. What happens when we hit 200K? Is that like a champagne bottle every 100K?
I think so. Well, if I don't break the champagne bottle right now. I mean, I think it is.
Guys,
how does it work? Like, when do you celebrate? Also, when do I put in the bio 100K plus on TikTok?
Oh,
like,
God.
When does that happen?
That happens when we hit 1 million. We're not that obnoxious. We're very obnoxious, but we're not that obnoxious.
Honestly, I was going to do it this week, so. Listen.
Well, listen. I know you can't do it right now because those gloves are not coming off.
Well, listen. I'm not going to lie. I would never wear gloves like this at work.
Is it a glove or is it a top? I want to know.
Well, it's more a glove than it is a top because, like I said, more of my arms is covered than anything
So my
else.
biggest fear ever in life is, I might look like that champagne girl who wants men to buy me champagne. I do. I just don't want to be the one to do it.
I feel like it's going to explode. I have a feeling that it's going to pour on me.
Oh, nice. That's really what you tell somebody who's like scared of champagne.
I'm not going to pop it up. I keep it in my hand.
No.
Do we do like an out the bottle type of vibe?
Okay. I mean,
like,
we are.
I thought we were classy bitches, but today we're not. Today I have no top on. So listen, down the hatch.
Wait, do people think we're classy?
I don't think so, honestly.
I think that we like to think that we are, but at the end of the day, we're those girls drinking out of the vodka bottles, champagne bottles, anything
You could give me the classiest form of drink and I'll still. Oh, there we go. Not on the plugs, please, ma'am.
Do you remember when we were in Mykonos and we were like, okay, well, we need to find a table that's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. And one guy said, who that girl, Veronica? Grabbed her up, gave us a champagne bottle. We started drinking out of the champagne bottle. It was water.
Yeah. Take that. I'm wearing the slipperiest. I don't know how to pour in these glasses. I'm not going to lie.
Honestly, I really love the top Veronica's wearing, and it'd be my dream to wear it, but it looks like a Halloween costume on me. I look like a hooker. Cheers.
Cheers, Ale. 100K.
Cheers, Rachel.
Yeah.
Cheers.
To 100K. I knew we would make it here, but I'm just surprised it took this long. The world is superficial.
Yes. But I also feel like, I don't know. It's like we talk and we always talk like, oh, these people who fucked us over. Oh, like this sponsor doesn't want to work with us anymore. No problem. They'll regret that.
I actually want to talk about something that I saw on TikTok, of course, because that's where I get all my information. And I thought it was really interesting. And basically what the girl was saying is like, imagine if today, let's say whatever, you're here right now, and the version of you 5 years from now that has achieved every single one of the dreams that you're working on right now, like you've achieved everything exactly how you wanted it. She comes to you and she's like, yeah, you achieved everything. Like you meet this 5 years from now version of you that has achieved every single goal. Imagine how much your mindset changes and how much your work ethic changes, and just like your energy when you're working towards something, knowing that 100% without a doubt you're going to achieve your dreams exactly how you imagine them.
Wouldn't that make people lazier though? Because they're like,
No.
well, getting there.
No, because
I know I'm going to make it.
No, I think the opposite, because in your mind, you know this isn't for nothing. Because I think to a certain extent,
So true.
yeah, to a certain extent, people work, they work hard and they dream and they have their goals, but you always have this, like, maybe, you know, it's different for other people, but like a 10%, let's say, doubt that maybe I won't exactly reach my goals. And what if this is all for nothing? And what if I'm meant to do something else?
Veronica,
But
I have
having
goosebumps.
that, yeah, having that like confirmation that 5 years from now, every single thing that you're working on right now that you want, you are gonna 100% achieve it. Knowing that, she's like, basically every morning, put that, you know, visualization in your mind and just see how differently you work towards your goals and how much more energy and passion and like that you have, because you know 100% without a doubt none of this is going to waste. And I think that's the fear that some people have, is like,
I mean, even people who are in it and hustling and trying and trying, I feel like I sometimes feel that a bit. I know that it's not for nothing, but it's like nice to have that validation. So to know like 100%. Yeah. Where's that girl? Tell her to come on. She is fucking, she's a guest on our podcast.
So it's just a really interesting way to visualize your life. And if you're feeling a little bit like, you know, you don't know where you're at, or like you don't know if this is worth it, imagine 5 years down the line that version of you, and like, you know, without a doubt, and just like let that guide you. You know, I thought it was a really cool mindset to have. It
kind of makes sense, because like nothing you do is for nothing. Everything you do has, like, you're putting in the work, so how could it not if you're not giving up, you know?
No, for sure. But sometimes you
it's
think
not
like
maybe exactly that.
Yeah, and you're like, is this what I'm even meant to be doing? Like, is this the road I'm supposed to be going down? I think everyone has these, I wouldn't even,
those
like,
doubts. I still have them.
Yeah, they're doubts, but they're also just like the idea that anything is possible too makes you think like, where's my life gonna go?
Yeah,
like, it's what I want it to go this way, but there's so many options, so many things can change along the way.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was a really interesting way to like keep yourself motivated, to keep yourself like hyped up and like working towards your dreams, to just like imagine the version of you that has without a doubt achieved them, and just continue working as if you know for 100% that you're achieving everything you want.
Cheers to hopefully not even 5 years.
Literally. Cheers to 1 year from now, me.
Cheers to fucking next week.
Cheers to tomorrow.
Cheers to one Adam Levine story maybe getting you there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cheers to like, what's the next thing?
It is what it is though. But guys, you know, here consistency is key, and slow and steady wins the race. So I'm a patient lady. As I always say, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. In Montreal.
And I will tell you right now, I am
hot paws
impatient and I'm
Miami.
just trying to get away. Like, can we go to Miami? Like, let's go.
So I have a DM that I want to read you. And guys, I have to say, DMs are a phenomenal place. I love the DM request
Really? Because I
area.
just opened one right now and it was a dick and I freaked out.
Freaked out.
Well, yeah. I don't like receiving dick pics. I don't know you. Why are you sending me this?
Well, I'm insulted.
What?
We just got a message
Right now?
Yeah, on Chemical X that said aging very well, V, directed at me.
Why is that bad?
I'm aging? He just said I'm aging. Why would you bring up me aging?
I don't think he means it like that.
I'm going to open this and hope for his sake that he sent a reel or something.
I think he just means it like, I've known you since young. Do you know this person?
Nope, he said aging very well, V.
Yeah, but like, have you known this person since young?
Nope.
Okay, that
Don't know him.
I don't
He
know.
basically
if that's
just
bad.
said you're getting old, but you still look good.
I don't think that's what it means.
Okay, like you're aging really well. How do you feel?
Yeah, I am.
But how do you feel about that? Why are we talking about aging? Leave me alone. Anyways, that's not the DM that I wanted to read, but I'm getting insulted by all angles apparently. Guys, I always say, I don't know why I'm a target for bullying. So I get a DM.
I like your phone case.
Thank you, Amazon.
It's really nice. Want to get me one? Company expense. 100K, I deserve it.
So I get a DM the other day, and mind you, this is from a completely real account, 800 followers. I went through the post. It's like a real
Is that
account.
what you do to feel better about yourself? 800 followers?
No, I'm saying like it's real. Like the account
Okay.
is real. Just in case everyone's going to be like, it's a joke.
I've used a fake account that had 800 followers.
No, I did my research. It's like
I'm kidding. Yeah.
175 posts, some from 2015.
How many followers do you have? Because you want to bring numbers into this.
Well, it's not me. They're already telling me I'm aging. It's fucking the guy who just DM'd me that's bringing numbers up. So this is the DM I get.
Guys, let's proceed in caution. Veronica's wearing gloves.
Slippery gloves. Hey, I am Matt's friend, and I'm looking for a way to show him how thankful I am for his support over the past years. I'm moving away and thought I would surprise him with a potential friends with benefits. He has always mentioned how attracted he is to you and was wondering if you'd like to be that person. Thank you for considering this, beautiful.
Wait.
She's basically saying, one of my close friends, I want to give him a gift, and I want the gift to be you as his friends with benefits.
What the fuck do you get out of this?
Why the motherfuck? Who the fuck do I look like? Do I not have enough jobs in my bio?
today? Are we talking about today? How you look now? Who the fuck do I look like?
I mean, she's going, listen, I know what you look like. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm inquiring. But I'm sorry. I have 3 fucking companies in my bio, and you still have the nerve to see if I want to side hustle? No, I'm not looking to be friends with benefits.
I honestly think...
Friends? What's my benefit? Friends with benefits? That's the weirdest
You get the
fucking message
dick.
I ever got in my life.
I think, like, first of all, who the fuck are you to go speak on his behalf? If he
As
really...
a gift for my friend.
Why don't you pop your fucking pussy for him then?
And by the way, it's a girl, eh? Like, this is no men who look at women as objects. Like, no, I'm objectified by a woman right now. I really
don't-
wanted to show him my support and gratitude by what? Giving him my vagina on a platter?
I think that's also...
No strings attached?
I think that's prostitution.
Well, yeah. Friends with benefits. Was that code word for like, do you fuck for money?
I feel like maybe she wants to be involved in this sexual activity. I think maybe this is her opening to get in the window. You maybe? No?
I don't think so. It's a very like, the text, even the way it's written is like so polite and like she's really asking for a favor, but
Veronica, I just want
you're
to say
asking
one
for my
thing.
body. You're asking for...
I just want to say one thing. Welcome to being single. It ain't always fun and dandy.
Well, I'm being told I'm fucking old, and do you want to be a prostitute on the side? And also, my question is like, at least be straight up. At least be like, I want to buy him one night with you. Don't manipulate me with friends with benefits.
I don't like that
what
either.
friend, what benefit? Well, listen, if I'm gonna choose, I don't want any. But friends with, what kind of swindling am I getting
gonna lie,
here?
I'm kind of insulted why I didn't get any of those. Not that I want them, because I wouldn't answer anyways, but like, why haven't I got that?
Well, listen.
Here we go.
You didn't get the aging one either, so listen. Yeah, that's what I thought, miss. So I don't care. I wouldn't care if somebody said that to me.
Well, it's because it really depends. You also take every compliment as anything someone says. You take it bad. You go defense mode all the time.
Well, it's because I get a lot of backhanded compliments. That's all. You look so much better in person. I got another DM, guys. You shine bright, ho. It's like, shit, thanks. But it's like, ho, like, what what? Like, is that you flirting with me?
Okay, wait. I need to know in the comments down below if anyone has ever done what this girl did for her boy Matt.
But it reminds me of, and this happens to me sometimes in the club, people will be like it's happened on multiple occasions. People will be like, it's my friend's birthday or whatever. My brother, he's like, I've had before,
That
for
is
example,
completely different.
my brother has never kissed a girl before. Like, can you be his first kiss? Please, please, please. Like, I owe him. Like, it's going to make him so happy. I'm like, no. Like, what do I look like? Again, Veronica, you're topless. But no, like, honestly, fuck off. What is this?
Escort.
Yeah. At least offer me some money.
Do they know that escorts get paid?
But that's what I'm saying. What do I look like? Charity work?
No.
Can you please, can you kiss my friend? No.
No. Tip 100% and then maybe.
And then I'll consider maybe a kiss on the cheek. And then I always, I'll give you a kiss on a cheek. And they tried to pull the...
I hate people like that.
Oh, like I'll punch you in the face so fucking fast.
No. Don't fucking move
Keep
your cheek.
those lips on the other side. That's so immature. Like, you don't deserve to be kissing if you're one of those.
Yeah. Literally.
That's what it is, eh? It's a...
And then you're like, then you have to explain to your boyfriend that it happened, but you're not sure why.
That's accidental cheating, eh? Well, why were you getting close enough to kiss him on the cheek anyways?
But do you have to tell your boyfriend if that happens?
Why are you kissing people on the cheek in a club?
Listen, that's a whole other story for a whole other episode.
Listen, you know how I feel
Stop
about
saying
it?
100%. It's 100K. Wait, we need to talk about 100%.
Oh, we do.
Okay.
Well, Alessia, I want you guys to know, Alessia, a wee little long time ago,
Hold on.
had a sit down talk with me and said, look, you need to stop saying 100% because it's excessive now. And I want you to know what people are begging for.
And it's a top with 100%.
Oh, yeah. So next time this bitch tries to change who I am, try to change me, don't forget.
But I don't know why we're acting like I didn't say it a million times too. I think it's because so many people were like, it's not even, you know what it is? You know what it is? When you start something, you're so fragile. You're like, you don't realize that the things that people like about you are what actually differentiates you from people. So you think you almost have to be like everyone else. And so many people were making comments to me that I'm like, wait, should we change who we are? And now I realize, fuck that. What we are is what works. And that's all that's going to work. So say 100%, say 1,000,000%, say 1,000%.
Say whatever you want,
Veronica, you win. But for today's episode, at least say 100K. Come on.
Listen, we also hit 100K downloads on audio. And
my
I was
God,
like,
cheers.
yeah. I've been having a lot of like numbers thing going on. I believe a lot in like numbers. And there's been a lot
Oh my
of
God.
like,
Before we
numbers
get
stuff
into today's episode,
fuck, it's 20 minutes in. They're like, when are we gonna get in today's
it's
episode?
20 minutes in, and all we spoke about is gloves and escorts.
And getting old.
That's fucking deep. Maybe we are ready for our funeral.
Well, you're aging very well. No wonder he wrote to me. We're talking about 5 years from now. No wonder. He said, speaking of 5 years from now, you aged very well.
Okay. I went to a funeral this weekend, and I don't know. I feel like I have to turn my smile.
Whoa, yeah. Can you give me a 1-2 step before you
Your
pop
1-2
in
step
there?
was the fact that I dressed us in all black. Okay.
Okay, go.
Yeah. So I went to a funeral this week. I want to smile, but I'm like, I went to a funeral, and I was like tearing because it was like a very close.
It was a funeral?
It was a funeral, but like I don't always cry at funerals. It was like a very close person. And a girl came up to me mid-tear and said, I know this is bad timing, but I love your podcast. You're so funny.
That's like, listen, babe. I love you. I love my fans.
No,
but
I loved her for doing it, like respect, but like also like.
let my tear fall off my face.
Also,
first of
you
all.
never know where you're going to meet them. Could be anywhere.
As long as she didn't say, do you mind if you just sign my, maybe my tits?
I don't
You're
think she
going
thinks.
for-
I don't think she thinks we're that big.
Yeah, I don't think she thinks we're there yet. I've actually haven't gotten a signature one yet. I've gotten, can we take a picture? And let me tell you, they've all been the ugliest pictures I've ever seen. And can't wait for those to come out on TMZ. Alongside, all the nudes I've ever sent in my life.
So much money to get everything off TMZ, and I don't even know why I'm saying this out loud.
I went through my Facebook the other day and I was like, oh, we're going to have some problems. I can't wait for the before and after pictures to come out. I really I felt for the celebrities when I started seeing like, yo, if somebody would edit this side to, like, I know I was young, like I was so young and I know that it's going to be a
You're gonna
before
be
and
like the
after.
Bella Hadid where they're just like impossible. It was just a nose. Like, you know what I mean when they show her before?
We have hype, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're going to go so different.
She changed everything.
Yeah, it's going to be a pic with me of blue hair, a nose piercing, 2 cigarettes in my mouth, braces. Like, guys,
You can't fucking come for somebody when they're 16. I'm sorry. Like your face changes.
Yep. Anyway, so on today's episode, guys, we wanted to
They're like,
answer some
fuck, you guys have
questions.
to get serious. It was so fun.
We wanted to answer some questions because recently we've been getting a lot of anonymous questions submitted. So that being said, guys, if you ever want to reach out to us, you can message us on Instagram or you can actually email us chemicalxpodcast@gmail.com and submit your question. It's always going to be anonymous. So No stress. We never give away anything about the person who's submitting. But yeah, so we got a couple of questions this week that we wanted to give our 2 cents on, give our opinion, give our advice, our very
Give our 100K cents on. Veronica.
that was not a good joke.
I know. It's just because we're at
Shit.
100K. Shit.
Fuck.
Shit, fuck.
Fuck, man.
We're stuck in this. They can't all be bangers.
They can't all be bangers.
And I'll tell you what else can't all be bangers. These fucking messages. Let's get right on trend with the banger one.
So, we're going to be talking about 3 messages today. And I think I'm actually going to go from the shortest one to the longest one because it seems like we're stuttering a lot today. So let's ease ourselves in there.
I'm not someone who can drink alcohol when I already have this problem naturally.
Oh, 100%. I don't know
100K.
why.
You're like, stop with that.
Yeah, like
No,
it's
like
good.
it's done.
It's done.
It's absolutely done.
Okay, so we got this anonymous question. That's what the subject line is. We know, girl. We know. So my boyfriend and I have been together for about a year. He cheated on me 5 to 6 times.
Leave him. There's no buts.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks, for today.
The fact that that's in the first sentence and it keeps going, we're already at an issue. We're straight off the bat already going downhill, babe.
Because
Listen,
now
girl.
it's the rest of the sentence are justified.
Oh, Ale?
I didn't even read
The rest of the paragraph is, but why I'm still with
We're
him.
mean. We're bullying. We're bullying a fan who's opening up to us.
Well, listen, sometimes the truth, it hurts.
The truth always hurts, not sometimes.
So
we're on our second message for today.
he cheated on me 5 to 6 times. It's the 5 to 6. Like, hold on, wait, what's the 6th one? You're not really sure what happened?
I have news
I
for
know
you,
in
babe.
detail.
It's more than 6.
Yeah. 6. Okay, anyways. Nothing physical. All social media shit, including Snapchat, Instagram, and Chat Hub. Don't ask me what Chat Hub is, but that sounds like somebody that's determined to cheat because I don't even know what that app is.
That sounds like chat roulette, and that was a scary place.
Oh, fuck. What else is on here? Amigo. Okay. Yes, I know I'm stupid for staying, but I really do love him.
Oh, now we feel bad. Let's get
I don't
more-
feel bad. Listen up, baby girl. Got some news for you, okay?
My God, she has fucking Batman gloves on, and she's ready to...
I'm ready to say what I got to say. Now that part of our lives are over and we've gotten better and moved on, clearly I still worry about who he talks to. I guess my question is it still okay for me to get attitudes about who he talks to and what he's doing still, even though it's been 6 months since anything has happened? Send for my iPhone. But by the way, keyword, it's only been 6 months since he cheated on her 6 times. I need at least a 2 to 3 business year, to get over it.
First
6
of all-
months. Of course you're allowed to be ripping him.
No.
AirTag on your wallet, AirTag on your keys, AirTag on your dick. Like, where else can an AirTag go?
On your dick is fine.
In the anus?
Okay. Listen up, lady. Leave him. Leave him. And leave him. I'm assuming that you're somebody who, is never really going to get over it. And that is completely normal because welcome to being a girl. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sorry, these things they stay.
Yeah.
And if you are choosing to move forward with dating him, knowing that he cheated 5 to 6 times, if you're choosing to stay with him, then you cannot keep bringing it up. You have to respect and hope that he's not doing it anymore.
I mean, totally agree with you.
Because if you're always bringing something up, it's like, honestly, like it's yeah, like he did the mistake, but also if you're choosing to like keep putting yourself through that and him, because now it's just like 6 months of misery, right? Now it's like you don't trust him. It's just a toxic like relationship. It's not fair to him and it's not fair to you, because if he was even trying to change, quote unquote, you're not allowing him to do that, and it's just going to be a toxic circle. And I think like for your sake, you're never going to trust him because it wasn't even a slip up one time. It's a 5 to 6. And girl, if you're saying 5 to 6, like, I don't know, man. Like I don't see how someone changes. If he haven't learned his lesson the first time, then he's just not sorry he did it. He's sorry he got caught.
Yeah.
That's my take.
And like, I think the thing is here, like the obvious, answer is to leave him, but that's what everyone would say. And I know that she's like eventually you get to that point. Some people just aren't ready, which is fine, and I get it. But if you do choose to stay in the relationship, I do agree with you that like you at a certain point have to accept, like you're choosing to forgive them, so you actually need to do that, and you have to be willing to like move on from it. But at the same time, I do think that getting over something like that has to take takes a lot of work from both sides. And of course, you know, you're going to have a lot of trust issues right now, and you guys are going to have really good communication to get past that. And it's fine if you're still like worried and stuff and you want to know certain things, but like it's up to both of you guys to have like full communication to gain that trust back. So like in the initial, like you said, it's only been 6 months. So I get like this time is really important that he builds back up your trust.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, like you cannot always be holding him to that. Like you're going to have to realize like, you're choosing to forgive, so you have to be willing to let it go. You have to be willing to, you know, work your trust back up. And obviously, like the beginning stages is a little harder, but like a year from now, like it should be something that for the most part you've put to rest because you're making the decision to move on from it, you know? And if you feel like it's not something you can ever get over, then you shouldn't be in that relationship because you're going to constantly be reliving the problem, you know? It's a really tough one, and I get it because I would be the same way. If somebody cheated on me and I stayed, I would be like, have so many trust issues.
But I also think like if any guy is listening right now, like, and you did something like that to a girl and like she's choosing to stay, like, first of all, like, find yourself a woman who's gonna stay. And also like you better respect that if at any point she's having a doubt, like you show her what's bothering her, you know what I mean? Like don't be that guy who's like, oh, like I don't want to talk about it, and then gets like angry. Like if you're choosing to like if you chose to fuck up, then like if she's having any insecurity, you better validate them. You better show her, like you better do what she needs to see in order to feel good.
Exactly.
Can't be forever, but like especially at the beginning, like you have to be open to hearing her out. If you're closing her off in that sense, like that's even fucking worse.
Yeah. And I totally agree. Like I've been through situations with my ex-boyfriend where he did stuff that kind of like broke my trust in a way.
Yeah.
And it would be something that I had a really hard time getting over.
Same. And I would bring it up randomly when things were good.
Yeah,
it was things that were always on my mind. So I'd be like, and he would be so bad at communicating that he'd be like, again, you're bringing this up. Like you want to just things to be bad. Like you want to start a fight. And it's like, no, you have to understand where I'm coming from because you hurt me and it's not just a 1 week thing and I'm over it. Like I still want to talk about it if I have any insecurities about it, if I have any worries, like I want you to validate them. I want you to make me feel safe. And if you can't do that, you can't even, no.
And that was my problem for my issue is like,
Same.
I, forgave and like I got over it. But also like, every once in a while I would be like, look, like this is kind of bothering me. And every time that I did bring it up, I would be met with like so much like defense and like wouldn't accept, and it would be like, why are you bringing this up again? And it's so hard to be like, you need to I cannot get over this unless you help me. Like I need your, like these things, like I said, it takes two people, it takes communication, and you cannot move on from something unless you have a partner that's willing to help you. Like, and that's what I always tried to explain to my ex was like, I'm trying, like I'm really truly trying to get past this, but the more you close me off when I bring it up, the more I'm going to carry this on with me as a burden.
And also you feel like there's more like that you're hiding.
Yeah. And so like that's something that I can say is like if you're choosing to forgive and to move on and like you don't want to be jealous and you don't want to have an attitude with certain things, like I think it's really important to communicate with your partner like, I want to eventually move on from this, but I'm gonna need this and this out of you because I can't do this alone. And that's what I always said. It's like, you broke my trust, you need to help me build it back up again, because if you're gonna shut me down every time I tell you that I'm a little bit worried or I'm insecure, like can you show me this, and like you just completely shut me out, you make me feel like I'm crazy, you make me feel like I'm overreacting, it's just gonna push me further into that insecurity because you're not validating it for me, you're not letting me heal from it. And like I think that's the biggest thing is like healing as a couple together, and not just like, well, your trust is broken so you fix it on your own. It's like, no, we're together, like we need to build this back up
and it
together.
sucks because it's mostly men who do it and then they don't want to be the ones repairing it, but it's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, bitch, you did this. Like,
you did this, and now what? You don't even want to deal with the aftermath. Like, no.
100%. And then they do worse shit, and then they go, well, I hid it from you because I knew you would get mad. Yeah, because you lied about it the first time, bitch. Like, hello, you're not helping your case.
Anyway, on today's episode of Why We Hate Men, ...
But do you think that it's less bad, the 5 or 6 times cheating, because it was on social media and it wasn't like physical?
my stance on this. For me, not even joking with you, I rather my guy have sex with a girl, drunk, doesn't remember, never talks to her again, than have this communication going on sneakily behind my back. No.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I don't agree. I would choose neither if I have the choice.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Like,
but I think the thing about the emotional one is you feel like what's lacking on our relationship that you feel the need to do this. Whereas like physical cheating, it could be like you're drunk, whatever, you hook up with somebody by accident, whatever. Like obviously it's still a major red flag and there's clearly something lacking. But I feel like the emotional stuff and like especially talking to girls on apps, like the attention thing, like that's like what's going on that you're needing this way more often. Like cheating physically, it's like a once in a while type of thing. Like I find the texting, the social media,
and like the 5 to 6 times, is that what you caught? Like 5 to 6 times is what him. Clearly, you guys aren't communicating well. You know what I mean? So it's not. It's you and your assumptions to 5 to 6.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, girl. I wish you luck. I wish you a new partner
and
who like actually truly respects you.
And like I get that you're in love with him, and like everyone listening, and we've all been there and we've all been to that point, and it's totally fine, and I'm not shaming you at all for continuing to try, and like hopefully, like I hope for the best that it does work out and he does prove that he's a better person. But what I will say is like this is not your burden to carry alone. It's something that is your relationship problem, and you're both going to need to work together to move forward from it.
Yeah.
So if you feel like he's meeting you with defensiveness and like shutting you down every time you bring up your fears, your insecurities, then like that's an issue in itself. So you got to have a talk with your man. Next question.
Next question. You really chose the day with gloves. Well, I chose
literally
to be reading messages on phone. We never do this, and now today's the day.
I know. That's what I said. I'm like, the only day I need to actually use my phone, and I actually can't. This one's long. So
I love this. Like, you're like the owner of this podcast, and I'm just here as a guest helping you out. Like I'm just here like a guest with the champagne. You read the questions. I'll talk when I want.
You'll let me know.
I'll let you know.
Okay, next question from one of our lovely male listeners. So, hi guys, love the stuff you do. Just had to throw in that one, a little compliment for us.
Wink.
So basically his dilemma is that my girlfriend of 3 years, 2 years is spent living together, had decided to go off the pill 2 months ago. That's amazing that she decided to not ingest hormones anymore. However, she failed to discuss with me or even tell me. I only found out by her joking that she could be pregnant and me asking, why? Are you not on the pill? And then she told me. This was not cool on my end, and a couple of days later, I'm on a boys' trip to Oktoberfest. On the train ride to Germany, I get a call and she tells me she's pregnant. She has decided to not keep the baby and has now opted for an abortion. The abortion appears to be a success. But the big question is, can I trust her now given what has happened? She claims that she did not do it intentionally, but in my mind, you know that you are not on the pill, and every time we have sex, that's an opportunity to bring it up, or perhaps deep in the back of her mind, she wanted to get pregnant. Her passion is to have kids one day. What do you think?
I love how he ends it with, her passion is to have kids one day.
I mean,
he's basically saying, take my side. She's trying to have a baby without my notice.
I mean, look, I think there's
a lot to
unpack here. I think, first of all, right off the bat, as a woman or as a man, everybody has control over their own bodies. They can do whatever they want. They don't need approval from somebody. They don't need, somebody's input. But as soon as somebody else's life and like potential child comes into play and you guys are in a relationship, a loving, trusting relationship, not sharing this really important information that can literally change your life is so selfish and so kind of fucked up to do that. And as a man, I can kind of understand that point of view of like, I have no idea that I could be getting you pregnant right now, which he did. And like, who knows if she would have kept the baby? You know what I mean? Like, it's a very real fear. And it's very fucked up that in a 3-year relationship,
they don't have that communication.
You don't have that communication. And for 2 whole months, you didn't tell your boyfriend that you were off the pill.
I think it's really fucked up that she didn't tell him because, like, like you said, you should definitely, I feel like in a relationship though, you're very like, I'm off the pill. Like I don't see what the secret is.
That's the thing, because why else would you not say it? Stopping the pill is, first of all, something that has drastic changes, like hormonally, physically. Like there's so many things that happen when you stop the pill. It's not something that one day you don't take it and you forget to tell your partner. It's like, it's an ongoing thing.
Look, I think if they were two people hooking up, I can literally sympathize with men in the sense where it's like, you know, like a woman will be like, come inside me. And like, you don't know them well. And you're like, fuck, like if I take the decision to come inside her without knowing if she's on the pill, like you have to know, like, look, you're taking a chance. You might have a child.
Yeah.
You know, but when it's somebody you're dating and you trust and you love, it's a whole other ball game.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you hiding this information from me? There's no reason to.
Do you feel like she was intentionally hiding it for maybe another reason? Because
the thing is I think that her reasoning was maybe to have a child, but then she had an abortion. So I'm like, now I'm going back to like manipulation. Like, did she do that to see his reaction? And then because he didn't react the way she wanted him to, she had an abortion.
Right.
Like, these are all things I'm thinking about now. I definitely think like, because it's like no girl will like forget to tell their man that. So there was definitely a reasoning behind it.
Every time you're having sex, like he said, you have the opportunity to bring up, hey, by the way, I'm not on the pill anymore. So let's, you know, do with what we want. That's actually, first of all, a bit fucked up because it's non-consensual. To tell somebody, for somebody to have the impression that you're on the pill and then you're actually not, and you're continuing to allow them to like finish inside you, like that's fucked up. I think that's like a violation of like somebody's rights.
Yeah, our bodies, our choice. But I do sympathize with men in a way where it's like, it's fucking scary sometimes, you know, like knowing that you're putting all your trust in someone who might like turn around and like, you know, have a baby that you didn't fully agree with. So that's why like with hookups, it's completely different. It's like, even if she says, come inside me, like, I'm sorry, like you have to understand that like you should probably pull out, have a good pull-out game, or put a condom if you're worried about that, because you can't complain after you decided to come inside somebody not knowing.
Yeah.
But the fact that, you know, he knew that she was on the pill and she didn't tell him, like I really believe that that's fucked up.
Yeah. And like I said, I think it's you know, it's
I wonder,
both
are they still
people's
together?
responsibility. I guess so, said my girlfriend. He just said like, can I trust her now? And I think there's obviously an issue with communication. Like, you know, if she wants to have children and like she feels the need to go down this route to do it, like what's going on here that she feels like she has to manipulate you into doing it, if that's her reason why. Personally, I would have a lot of like doubts about trust if somebody like pulled that kind of shit on me, because it's like, what kind of relationship do we have that I don't know what you're going through? And like I said, stopping the pill actually has a lot of physical effects on body. So what kind of relationship do we have that you're not even opening up to me about what's going on in your life, what's going on with you physically, you know? Like there's so many side effects of stopping the pill. I don't know. I just think all around it's a very weird situation. And I think for something like that to happen, there has to be a lack of communication somewhere, whether it's about like future goals, whether it's about like having children, or just, you know, somewhere along the line, there's a broken communication where you guys aren't even at the point where she could tell you, hey, I'm off the pill. Like something needs to be worked on here. Like I would personally feel like I don't trust this person as much anymore if they did that to me.
Yeah.
And I personally don't think that it was unintentional. I think she intentionally didn't tell him.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, no, I don't think a girl is not going to tell their man that they're not on the pill.
Unless you're trying to have a baby. But then why have an abortion? There's a lot of questions
Well,
here.
that comes down to what I said. Like maybe she was.
Do you think she was even pregnant and she was just, maybe she just gave the scare to see what would happen?
No, because then why would she go through the whole hassle of getting off the pill? She could have just said, I'm pregnant and I'm on the pill, because that happens too.
Yeah.
So no, that wouldn't really make sense.
Knock on wood, don't bring up that fucked up shit around me, please.
Okay. Cheers to that.
Guys, another week, and you must know by now that there's nothing hotter than a man in a suit. It's getting repetitive, we know, but you also don't have your tailor-made Italian-made suit. So what are you waiting for?
And that's why we keep talking about it.
And that's why we keep talking about it. So let's go. Get on izotti.com, put in all your measurements, and get yourself a tailor-made, super sexy suit that's going to hug you in all the right places.
And with our discount code ChemicalX at checkout, you'll receive 20% off your amazing Italian suit. And you're going to be picking up chicks. So guys, 2-for-1 special on izotti.com.
Speaking of something actually that I want to talk about quickly, talking about being pregnant, I recently found out that when you're pregnant, you can't eat cold cuts. Like you can't have prosciutto, you can't have salami, you can't have God's given gift to this world.
I think like I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Well, I'm shook.
Yeah.
I know you don't like prosciutto, so you're good. You're chilling.
I don't
You're
like
flying.
prosciutto, but I like a lot of other cold cuts. So whoa there, lady.
I'm sorry, but if my baby is too much of a bitch to get through a nice little capicol, I don't even want him in the first place, baby. So I'm gonna be popping down these cold cut sandwiches, and you better live.
And I don't care what's happening down there. Like you're not gonna
Figure it
come
out.
out. You're not gonna come out and not like prosciutto because
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're serving in this household.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you can't live through a little sandwich, then let me tell you, you're not the baby that's meant for me, baby. So see you later.
Okay, guys.
My God, my kid's gonna have an abortion through prosciutto. What was your method of abortion? You know, a
Prosciutto.
nice cold cut panini. Shit, I didn't know they served those.
You know what though? If that's the way your baby's going down, then that's a good reason.
Listen, look,
We're
you didn't
getting-
like.
we're
well,
getting
listen, if you think,
canceled.
guys, if you think, even now, do you know that I have zero self control? You put a charcuterie platter in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm like in the Teletubbies, the vacuum, Nunu. It's gone. 2 minutes.
Do
Do
you
you
guys-
think when I'm pregnant and I'm gonna be eating peanut butter and carrots and I'm not gonna be licking the plate of charcuterie?
Do you guys know that growing up, Veronica and Mitko, you guys are both like the biggest cheese lovers I've ever met in my entire life. And there's so many times I've invited you over and like, you know, my family especially, there's always a lot of cheese at my house. And like, I don't know why when you guys always come over, you see it as gold. Well, I'll tell you why now.
That's the only snack that I want.
They've fucking nibbled into those cheese platters. Like, you guys have made like messes in that cheese. Like, I remember my parents coming back and being like, who went into this thing? Like, first of all, there's nothing left, but who even went in this the way it's cut?
It's very not like a thing that you think people like snack on. Like, guys, my drunk snack is cheese and crackers. Like, that's my drunk meal.
So I'm officially
wrong,
a
it's also
cheese lover,
a
and I know
mapunebe.
I'm 27 years old, and it's a bit late to admit this, but I have officially been able to say I like cheese.
Well, Alessia, her whole life said, I don't like cheese, I don't like cheese. But as soon as the Parmesan came around when we're having pasta, guess whose spoon was going in there?
So my thing was always I loved cream cheese, I loved sour cream, I loved
sour cream.
I loved grated cheese, but I would never take a block of cheese and eat it. And growing up, my dad would always be like at the table and be like, I'll give you $20 if you eat this piece of cheese. He's going, I'm not having a daughter who doesn't like cheese. Like, I'm not doing this. He was literally, oh my God, he was me. He was you.
He was me with the cold cuts.
And I would be like, okay, I'll try it. Because he's like, let me get her
Yeah.
adjusted to eating cheese because this is not going to be a family household where there's no cheese.
Yeah.
And I would literally go in the bathroom, throw it out in the toilet bowl, swallow it and be like, Daddy, Dad, where's my money? Grab that money. And I was always a scammer, basically.
I was just going to say, you're always stealing from men. It's crazy.
It's my dad. It's my daddy. Okay. 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 Honestly, like,
What was something I didn't like? Honestly, you know what I didn't like as a kid? Olives for some reason.
well, I loved olives.
Well, the day that I realized olives were phenomenal, I never looked back. When I hear somebody doesn't like olives, I'm like, grow up.
You know, there's a lot of things now when I hear, you know, people don't like, I say grow up.
Well, there's a couple of things that I say grow up.
To me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and one is lettuce in a burger. I want it out.
Oh, yeah. Guys, we're ordering McDonald's and she starts going, no lettuce, no tomato, no this. Just ketchup. Say just ketchup. Write in the notes, just ketchup.
Veronica,
I'm like,
I've grown
the
from
fuck
that.
out.
I actually eat a lot of foods and I'm not that picky, but like there's just random weird things. I wonder how I'm going to be when I'm pregnant. If my husband is listening to this, I'm going to be fucking crazy. And not over cheese.
What do you think about if your husband would be
I have to really think now because now you said husband. Like,
You're like, already husband, then pregnant? Whew, I got a lot of imagination.
I just need to find a guy first. How about that? And then he has to stay and stick it out with me.
I have to not hate him, and then he has to propose. I have to like the ring. We have to actually go through with the wedding, and then get pregnant.
I have to actually like him and not get fed up of him after 2 weeks. He actually has to have a nice bank account.
and arrange.
Anyway, so basically I'm single. So yeah, my husband, that's never going to happen. Yeah, let's talk about it.
So how would you feel if when you're pregnant,
Hold on. I'm putting myself there. Okay, husband. My God, I have a hot
Pregnant?
husband. Okay, pregnant. Fuck, I don't look good pregnant. Okay, go
well,
on.
that was gonna be my question. How would you feel if he told you like, I'm just not attracted to you while you're pregnant?
Well, the door's there, and you don't get to meet your kid. The mommy's like, "Where's daddy?" There's no daddy.
There's none.
There's none.
You were a gift
You
from
could
God.
be my other daddy.
Your dad's there with the cheese, $20.
Literally.
But no, for real, like
People are going to be
Imagine-
listening to this going, does Alessia have daddy issues? I actually have no daddy issues. If anything, I have mommy issues.
Alessia has a good dad.
If anything, I have mommy issues. So I don't know how that works.
Your mom's going, the fuck did I ever do to her?
She didn't give me $20 for cheese.
And that's why you don't like cheese. But no, for real, like when you're pregnant, I can imagine like you're super insecure about your body, obviously. And like, I can understand how your partner might not be as attracted to you as they were before. But let me tell you, to my future husband, that better not be the case with you. Oh my.
That was the
Aside
most
from-
Italian thing you did
Aside
after
from the
prosciutto.
I'm so sorry. Aside from the point, looking at you. So
Psychopaths in this room.
there's no lie to me though. Lie to me. But anyways, I get that, you know, everybody has their preferences. Obviously, you married a young, hot model body. And then now I'm a boat. So I'm Michael Jordan's yacht, including the basketball
yacht
court.
and the basketball and the court.
So I can understand how you might not be as physically attracted, but like I think finding out that whoever I'm with is not attracted to me while I'm pregnant, that would be enough for me to like maybe not want to continue the relationship. Because it's like, babe, you're supposed to love me through thick and thin.
Okay, well,
and I'm talking about thick.
Thankfully, we're not there, but also we have a really good friend of ours who is pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk as, you know, everyone who's listening who was pregnant, okay? Because we're talking about bags ass because we know fuck all. Our really good friend who is pregnant, I ask her so many questions about how their sex life is, if they fuck less now that she's pregnant. Like, does he feel like when he's sticking it in that he's like hitting the baby? Like, I asked the most, but why?
That's like a kiddie question to ask, but I'm not going to lie, I would ask it too.
Right?
I would ask it too.
It's such a kid question, but also like,
Do you feel the baby?
does he feel like he's fucking you or the baby?
Is the baby kicking during the fuck?
I ask all these questions.
Is it a threesome? Okay, now I went too far.
Okay. The fucking baby's really gonna have daddy issues and mommy issues.
He's not going to survive because he's going to be eating prosciutto
Wait,
every day.
I've heard of also people who don't have sex when they're pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
You really? You've
Look.
been there? You've been there? How was it?
Come on. After like a certain amount of like growth, I don't even think you could have sex comfortably.
Anyway, so I'm gonna answer for our girlfriend who is there. She says her husband absolutely loves it. So if that isn't the story we want to just
Well, that's
ride-
what I want. That's
yeah,
what I'm
no, he says
manifesting.
like if anything, he's even more like sexually attracted to her because he knows a baby's on board. I don't know, the way she was talking, I think he's lying a little bit.
I mean, no, I get it.
No.
A lot of guys are into pregnant women.
She says like she can walk into like even a pharmacy and like men just like smell her aura. Do you believe that?
I mean,
Wait, men, comment down below if you find pregnant lady hot.
pregnant lady hot.
Yeah. You just want to fuck a pregnant lady.
Okay, well, I think there's a difference between like, I think a lot of men are attracted to pregnant women just because it's like so like that typical motherly, like having a baby pregnant. Like, I don't know if they immediately look like, yeah, I want to fucking stick my dick down her throat. But like, I think it's like,
I'm curious
it's
though,
like,
to know.
wow, like that's a mom.
I'm sure some people have that fetish.
For sure. And there is. I think one of my ex-boyfriends actually
He liked to fuck.
said like, oh yeah, I think like pregnant women are like, I can't wait for you to be pregnant. But we didn't last, so I got news for him.
Okay, that's the
I got news for him.
He can't wait. Tell him to keep waiting.
Well, it's not to keep waiting. It's not going to be his baby. Let me know how I look, babe. But
You're
I remember,
aging nicely.
I think I don't remember who it was exactly, but I remember some. Well, actually, I do remember who it was. But I remember somebody saying.
What would you like to share?
One of them had said, "Can't wait till you're pregnant. You're gonna look so hot." And I was like, "Listen, babe. Hopefully it's flat
Guys, getting
stomach for a little
pregnant
while."
is literally my biggest fear because I feel like I'm gonna lose my body, my amazing rocking body. No, I'm kidding. Not really.
Well, listen, I better be able to afford the mommy makeover that comes after. Okay.
Yeah, and it starts with a nanny.
Well, I'm talking about my body.
Yeah.
After I give birth, it's.
Well, actually, I'm leaving the hospital and they're like, "Where's your baby?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to the gym."
Can you take care of him for a sec? I have a quick class at 12.
Well, that sounds really like something you would do. I have a quick class at 12. Anyway.
My God, don't put me down on that. No, I definitely wanna. I mean, look, it's easy to say now, but having a baby is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Really? You know?
You had?
What do I
Anyway,
know,
so
guys?
basically, she's pregnant and her man wants to fuck. Okay.
I get it.
Do you?
I do. I think I'm gonna be a hot pregnant girl.
Okay.
Girl, that's so
You're
weird.
not even a woman when you have a fucking baby.
I just I always think about like I can't wait to be pregnant. Like I think I'm gonna have such a cute. Like I just can't. Like sometimes I'm like in the mirror and I'm like imagining what this outfit would look like with a baby bump.
Oh, guys.
Hold on.
Okay, no.
I know it's weird, but I swear.
I think about having a baby and I'm like, oh my God, I better enjoy my body while I still have it.
Look.
How bad it look, yeah, it's so nice to take the photography pics of baby bump, but like I'm fucking scared. I want to bounce back and I don't know if I will. And especially, I'm 27 and I don't even, what would you say, husband? I don't have that. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't know if you were talking about that. So it's looking like it's going to be in its 30s.
I mean, look, we always have to look at the moms, and your mom, she is phenomenally fit. So I think if anyone can bounce back, it's you, babe. So
and
no
my mom
stress.
reminds me all the time that was a lot of work and dedication. And don't think just because you're, born from me that you're going to have my genes. She makes it clear all the time.
Well, I'll tell you who left their baby for the gym class at 12. It was your mom. And that you really do have mommy issues. What do you tell your boyfriend in bed? Can I call you mommy? No. But yeah, no, it sounds weird, but I always like visualize myself pregnant. I'm really excited for that day, and just know that I'm not manifesting it anytime soon. But I do know I'm gonna make a cute pregnant.
Oh my God. Well, I'm going to try my best to be a cute pregnant.
Well, I'm gonna be in crop tops.
Okay, you know what my biggest thing is with like having a baby? It's like I care so much about me and like what I'm doing that like I wonder how I'll be when I have a baby. And my mom says like I was like you and like you'll end up being like you'll end up forgetting about you and it's literally only gonna be about your kids. But like I don't want that.
Look,
I know there's a balance in life and it starts with a nanny. I get that. But like also, I don't know. I'm scared.
I think a lot of people have that fear. It's like it's a really normal fear to have, to like, who am I to be speaking? That's what I want to know.
Veronica, you're speaking I want to know how old is your baby?
I mean, I just think, I know that it's a very common fear to like worry that, you're not going to care about your baby or you're not going to like be a good mom or whatever.
No. It's not. I know I'll be a great mom. I think
you can't picture caring about somebody more than you care about yourself.
Yes.
But I guarantee
it's going to change. I know.
It's going to change.
Same for my mom.
1,000%.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when we get there. The baby's going to be at my house. So I'm going to be going, it's supposed to have changed.
There's going to be a couple babies at your house, including your sisters.
Fuck, man. I dread the day that girl gets married because I'm getting the dog and the baby. Veronica, you good to babysit? You work from home, right?
Well, the thing is, she's not saying you good to babysit. She's showing up.
The baby's
and she's
gonna be
saying,
on my
I don't
porch.
care if you had plans. Stay in, bitch, because my life matters more than yours.
She's gonna have mimosas at 12. Fuck this 12. I love this 12. Okay, ladies and gents. Last question of the day.
Because we're fucking obnoxious and we like to make it about ourselves.
Jesus. They're going, I just want to hear my question.
No.
Okay.
The funny thing is, before we started, Veronica's like, we have only 3, major questions. You think we'll be able to stick it out for an hour? I'm like, Veronica, Sweetie, we have a hard time not making it about ourselves.
We barely fucking even got to the third one. So this one's actually a long one, so I left it for last. So buckle up. Your jokes today, they're a bit rusty, huh?
Wait, I thought it was funny today.
Drink up.
That's so mean. You're going to be a terrible mom?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay, your stomach looks great. Okay, you have a cute baby. Terrible mom.
No, we're going to be a terrible.
Also, if you think you're going to start having a baby that's like 4 years older than mine, like we're going to coordinate this.
Well, obviously, we have to take our maternity.
Like already
we
my-
can't both. Wait, how's this going to work? We both have to put in our maternity leave with Chemical X at the same time. Hey, guys, we're taking a year and a half off. Call you in a year and a half. It can't be no, I take maternity leave, you take maternity leave.
But also, like, all my friends need to know already. One friend, listen, I don't know how close we're going to be now that she decided to have a baby at a different time as me. I'm kidding. But, like, I want my babies to be the same, you know, age as my friends. Here we go.
Here we go. Doesn't care about her baby already. Already about her own game.
No, I'm totally fucking, but how fun would it be to have, you know, kids the same age as, you know, us?
We're going to be putting mics in front of them at 2 years old. Mommy, I don't want to be doing this. Listen, honey, it's for the family business. That's a sick family business, honestly. What does your mom do? She's a podcaster. They're like fucking lame. Imagine, ew. I'm going to be embarrassing my
Yeah, but
kids.
then they get 16 and they go, your mom rocks.
Yeah, but like I feel like at 8 years old, they're embarrassed that you're coming up to show and tell and saying, I have a podcast. They're going, Mommy, why can't you be a fighter?
What's worse, though, being a school teacher or being, you know, a podcaster where your kid's going to school?
Well, if there's any school teachers listening, honestly, I would feel really insulted.
No, I'm saying if like your mom, like, I think
Yeah.
that's my biggest fear is like, I was at a school like where my crush was and my mom was the teacher. Like, I fucking die.
I mean, it does come with some good perks, though.
Like what?
I don't know. You always get like, you know, first for everything. You know what I have trauma over? Having a name, both first and last name. So it didn't matter in what alphabetical order it went in. I was always like one of the last on the list.
So you're always like antsy waiting.
Yeah, like I'm always like at the back of the bus. Like, A. Present. You know how long it takes to think about how you're going to say here?
That explains a lot, you know? Alessia, you know, front of the bus.
Okay, last question. The question is, me and my boyfriend have been dating for 2 years now, and we have this reoccurring problem. Before we used to date, I used to hook up with my current neighbor, not a relationship-wise, but every once in a while I would use him as a rebound. About a year and some months into the relationship with my boyfriend, we would fight, especially when he was in another state due to his work and lack of time being spent together. When we would fight, we had really nasty fights and we would say hurtful things to one another, but one time it was taken way too far on both ends. He blocked me on everything, told me we were done, yada, yada, yada.
I've heard that before.
I wasn't able to get a hold of him at all. We blocked each other on social media and took both initials off IG and everything. Damn, so you know it's deep. So, minutes later, my neighbor had requested to follow me, and out of spite and anger in that moment, I accepted the request and followed back, knowing my boyfriend already didn't like him as it was. I followed him, but after realizing what I started or what was going to happen, I removed him and blocked him and texted my sister, but never told him in that moment, and no type of communication, no words were ever exchanged. It was just a follow. He has my iPad for work, and I forgot that my Apple ID was logged in, and he read the message with my sister and blew up and called me a cheater and still sees it as an issue. I know I messed up and should have never done it, but is it still something that we should be fighting about? I think not. I think he's overreacting. She clearly realized right away that it was wrong. And she just followed him and then blocked him, which is more than any guy I know would do. Like, are you serious? I had to beg my ex to block his ex.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit concerned of the whole, like, the breakup and then
The
right
spite.
away, the spite. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm sure that neighbor was held in a conversation a couple more times than that message.
I mean, he obviously was definitely insecure about the neighbor beforehand, knowing they had slept together. So it's definitely like it's not just a random guy.
She did it to definitely get his attention and to make sure that like he would see that she followed the neighbor so that she was trying to get a rise out of him, and she did. And I think that's what made him maybe log into the Instagram. And then he saw what he saw, and then obviously he was pissed, but he was pissed even before he got in there. He was pissed the second he saw that you followed him.
Yeah.
I think though, I hate that though. Petty, like I don't like when people do things to get a rise out of somebody. I know like I've done it in the past, and like I don't do that anymore. Like I think like grow up.
For sure. But I also think
Sora.
sometimes when you're doing something literally out of spite, it shows that you actually, like, she's not really going after the neighbor. She's actually trying to get the attention of her boyfriend.
But like, you don't know any other way to get his attention.
Well, I think the real big issue is that you guys fought and were broken up, quote unquote, and blocked each other off social media. Like, why is that what you guys are doing? Like, you clearly have some other issues in the relationship if that's how you're dealing with your fights. Obviously, the communication is shit. So, look, I don't think it's the worst thing. You obviously have enough, self-reflection and accountability to realize to block him and delete him right away. And that's it. And it didn't need to be something you had to mention. I would never mention that if I did something
And something
stupid.
tells me it's not the first time that they do this whole block situation.
Mm-hmm.
And something tells me because it hasn't been the first time, every time you do something, you always have to like one up it. And I think that was her one up.
Right.
It was like, shit, we blocked each other. How do I one up it now? To almost like get back his attention because we've done this before and he maybe didn't crack. So now it was like, let me try a new method.
But I also think like the opportunity fell in her lap. She didn't go out of her way to find the neighbor and follow him. He happened to follow her and she just took the bait, which is like, obviously you still made the choice to follow him, but like,
but if
I
you're trying
doubt
to
you
make
would've
things
done
work
it.
and you know that it's been an insecurity in your relationship, you're not clicking that accept button.
Yeah.
Especially if you're really trying to still make
For
it
sure.
work. And the blocking was just like childish and like
Yeah.
temporarily.
Like, I think it was a wrong thing to do. Obviously it was stupid. I don't think it's that deep. I think the real issue is like, you guys obviously have like serious issues in a relationship that you can't resolve problems properly. And it has to go to blocking each other, removing whatever, like all that like toxic kind of like fighting stuff. And that shouldn't be what you're resorting to, especially like to go after your boyfriend out of spite just shows like you guys are not healthily taking care of your issues.
And also something tells me has a lot of work to do on himself too.
Yeah.
He seems very like insecure. And it seemed like the whole relationship, he could never get past the fact that you had a thing with your neighbor. I think
I mean, I wouldn't.
fucking move.
Are you kidding me?
And
Block your-
also,
what the
if
fuck?
you're not gonna move, don't fucking tell your boyfriend you
Take the
hooked
back
up with
door.
the neighbor.
You're not allowed to take the same stairs as the neighbor.
That's really. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie though. I feel for him in this situation. If I knew that my
feel
boyfriend
for him.
had fucked
I feel
the
for him,
neighbor-
but like also put some trust in the lady if she's choosing to be with you.
Yeah, but then again,
But yeah.
like you said, she knows it's an insecurity of his, which is why she went out of her, like why she even did it in the first place. But this is an issue, and you still chose to do it. Like obviously, your
Have they
spite
had
is
sex
going.
before? Or I can't remember the message exactly, but have they
Yeah,
had sex?
every time she always used him as a rebound. She's been hooking up with him on and off. Like,
Do you think the neighbor like followed her? Why did the neighbor follow her? Did he hear like their fight? And like he stormed off and he was like, follow.
this is my chance.
This is my chance to be the rebound for the 5th time.
He heard the glasses breaking and he went, I'll give her 2 to 3 business days and I'll hit that follow button.
No, I think when the glasses break, you do it on the spot. That's the best time to do
True.
it.
Get them in the heat of the moment.
Get them in the heat of the moment.
I mean, to be honest, I think like in a truly healthy relationship, you shouldn't be doing things to spite the person because what you're looking for is a negative reaction and now you got it and now you're mad.
I think it's an easy fix. Just move.
Just break up, honestly.
Honestly, just move. It's fine.
Um,
Okay, no, I'm honestly totally. Veronica's like, come on, give
yeah,
some kind
the
of
fuck, man. I mean, I
honestly-
just think like she obviously was in the wrong, but she wasn't that wrong, and she literally felt super bad, blocked him right away, did above and beyond, didn't even unfollow and went to block him, and obviously she didn't tell him. I wouldn't tell him either if I did something stupid like that. But like, yeah, I get it. He's pissed, but like, get over it. Also, the boyfriend has to get over it.
I'm trying to think. Okay, if my boyfriend lived next to a rocket of a neighbor, beautiful, stunning,
Move.
it's an easy fix. Yeah, move. But if you're choosing to not move, then why haven't you asked me to move in? And if you haven't,
Well, you don't even need to ask. I'm just gonna show up with my luggage. You think you're gonna live beside Nancy
like
with the
even-
triple D's?
even if she's not down, like I know binoculars exist and I'm not ready to, a fucking Disturbia movie happening where you're fucking stalking them. Like, no. I don't know how I'd feel.
I think, yeah, that's a no for me. You don't get any hot neighbors. Veronica, you're insecure.
But
you know
I
what?
get
we're insecure.
Honestly, no. Like, if she's hot, like, fuck off.
What if you have a hot neighbor and your boyfriend says move because you have a hot neighbor? I would say you have a little dick.
Where are we moving to, babe?
It's on you, babe. Pay my rent.
It's okay. The next time we fight, my neighbor will still be there. I'm kidding. Well, that's what the girl did.
Honestly, what do you think about fucking a neighbor?
My
Neighbors are going, please, 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 please don't.
You know, I've never fucked like my neighbor.
Well, you live at home.
Yeah, I know, but like I've never fucked. Like growing up, people have fucked their neighbors.
Yeah, but like it's different. I feel like when you're an adult, it's very different when you live alone. Like
Have
it's a
you
lot.
fucked a neighbor?
No. But I'm talking like apartment building, like in the same, not like a house where you go, sup Chuck,
Well,
like
I'm-
from far.
I'm
Like I'm talking
thinking,
about like in an apartment building, like you guys live in the same building. You know, you probably run into each other when you're checking the mail and you look like a ratchet ass bitch. Like,
But like I don't want
fucking
that.
a neighbor. I don't want that
I
either.
don't want to have to know that my own building is not a safe space.
What the? I don't have to put lashes on just to go downstairs and pick up my Uber Eats. Like,
Yeah.
I want to feel comfortable in my own home.
But also, it's kind of fun. Like I feel
It's always
like
fun
if
to have
you-
a crush
You know what I
somewhere.
mean? Like
well, I was talking-
especially if you're both single and like, you know, it's 3:00 in the morning and it's like, hey, you up? And it's like, knock knock. My God, am I starting my porn scene?
Holy.
Who works in porn here?
I don't know. I just think like it's a little risky to be fucking with a neighbor. But then again, we always choose the risky places to start fucking with people.
Oh yeah.
We can never just choose like where you don't see
You know
them.
what?
It's always
One that I would never fuck with, and like there were times that I maybe wanted to work environments, and I just never went there. Ew, that smile's telling me you're disgusting. Ew. That's one that I'm like, I know what comes with this, and I'm not even. I don't care if you're fucking Brad Pitt. Like, I'm not doing this. Unless you're the CEO, then maybe we could talk. But like, even at that, like, I don't like what comes with it.
yeah.
I know once, like,
It never ends well.
it just doesn't.
There's no route that it ends well.
People are gonna be like, I'm happily married to my husband, and we met at the work. I
No,
think
I mean,
you
look,
really
there's
need to
options.
be like there needs to be a lot of talks before getting together, and it can't be like something that the whole office knows.
I think
You
it
know?
also, if it's gonna be anything, it should be a relationship rather than a hookup.
Yeah, that's
because
what
I
I
think
mean.
like fucking, like hooking up, there's
Fucking.
always one person that gets feelings and one person that has less. Or the situation when you're just fuck buddies, it always gets complicated. No matter what, guys, quote me on this.
Yeah.
There's never a smooth sailing from start to finish when it comes to just sleeping with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna start talking to somebody, you know, like that you work with, I would say, like, unless you're interested in this person, like actually long term, and you actually see a life with them, and you actually like want to date them and want something serious, then sure, pursue it, and like you'll figure it out when, you know, you guys are both clocking in together and going to bed together. It's fine. But like if it's just for fun, like find someone else, find anywhere else. That was not so smooth.
Yeah,
But you get what I mean? Like hooking up, and there's the end of the road of hooking up, it's always a weird one. And in the moment, you can't see that. You think it's so fun, your work friend, da-da-da. It's so fun to have a work crush. And then it's not fun when you have to show up to the office and...
I also like never like working in office environments. I never tried because I'm like, I don't want them to see this hot version of myself, and then like it starts, and then like there's gonna come a time where like I'm giving up. Like I'm showing up at 8 a.m. Like, I don't know if you expect me to wear lashes every day, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
So like, I'd rather show them like what it's gonna be from the beginning. And then like, you know what I mean? Like if I wanna like pull a move on everyone and it's like, whoa,
At the Christmas party.
who's this? Because it ain't Alessia. Then it's like, yeah, I could also be this, but this is what I am mostly.
Right. You're good with that. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm like, I've always like shown up to the office and like tried and like dressed well,
Yeah.
did my makeup. But then it's also fun to have like a work crush and be
Oh no,
like,
but all I'm saying is like, if you have a work crush, that is not happening. If I had a work crush every day, I'm waking up at
Stilettos.
5 a.m. and I'm starting to beat my face. Like, it really depends. I think I also did that because I like never cared who was there.
Right.
Sorry, Rachel. But yeah.
no, I get it. But I do think like a work environment, it's awkward. Another one is the gym. Like I'm sweating.
Okay. The gym. I have
Look,
so many thoughts about the gym.
I have so many because there's one thing. If you're there, I'm gonna be working 10 times harder, which means my face is getting 10 times redder and I'm 10 times more out of breath and I'm actually looking less cute. But can't let you think that I'm a bitch and I can't lift can't do a little bit of a bicep curl. So my competitive side comes out. And also, like, I want to work out in peace.
So here's the thing about working out at a gym where like it's, you have to try because there's like athletes and stuff, which is the gym I go to. Ew, that was so obnoxious.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
That was so obnoxious, guys. If you want me to leave, I'll leave.
You should, actually.
Okay, good. You guys want me to stay? Okay.
I'll finish this one off, babe. You could go.
Okay, well.
Just leave your camera if you can.
So basically, when you go to a gym where there's hotties, the one good pro to that is that you will work out harder.
Well, yeah, like I said.
You work out a lot harder because you don't want them to think you're a bitch.
But you're also paying $150 for lash extensions every week because...
Yes. And also, like, first of all, like, I don't like having to put makeup to go to the gym. And, like, I know there's, like, this thing with, like, okay, do natural makeup. But, like, everyone knows, natural or not, like, bitch, you have makeup on, you know?
If I
and I
put a
don't like
baby
that.
wipe
I
to your
want to
face.
feel like I can just work out. But no, it hasn't been my reality for a while because I'm obnoxious. But
You're like, I've been lining my lips for the 12 o'clock class.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I actually recently started back at the gym. And
Oh, this is hilarious. Veronica starts at a gym that's literally like mine, maybe even like on steroids. Athletes, hotties, like heard of that gym forever, wanted to try it out.
It's a fucking good gym, honestly.
And I was like, well, do you go with makeup? And she's like, no. And I'm like, but what do you mean? Like that gym is like your future husband might be there. And she's like, oh, it's really not that type of gym. And I was like, okay.
Just so you know, guys, I changed my mind the second time that I showed up.
That's right.
But you know what? I did like Alessia at work and I showed them right who I was from the beginning. Fucking ugly. So I showed up with no makeup, ratty hair, and that's what I'm going to be from here on out. Because you know what? It's once you start, you can't stop. Once you start, if you don't put lashes one day, everybody goes, are you okay? You sick? You feeling okay?
The best is when someone says, you look so tired today. It's like, thank you for telling me I look like shit.
Yeah, because I have no makeup on. But yeah, no, I've just accepted, like, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to be ugly at the gym, and hopefully I don't see these people out. Hopefully my future husband's not there. And if he is there, well, now you know what I look like without makeup, babe. Can't wait to see, when you see me with makeup.
I think, honestly, if they have respect for you and you have no makeup, then honestly, they can get in the line and maybe be your husband. If you could accept me for my raw, natural self, we're in business and you can have my number.
Well, at least you know what's to come. And also, there's a lot of people, you know that saying where it's like, don't look super good every day because then on the days that you dress up, like, it's not going to be wow anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I don't wow anyone when I dress up because I do the same face makeup every single day. So maybe like I'm wowing them when they see me outside of the gym. Oh, what I was going to say actually is that I just compensate for the no makeup by wearing a sports bra. And then I just hope like look down. And I do squats, like, come on.
Oh,
look
wow.
at my ass. Don't look at my
I never
face.
have to wear makeup again. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, babe. Anyways, guys, this episode took an up, down, all around. Hopefully to the people that submitted questions, we helped you out, which I don't feel like we did. But, we're always open to get more questions. So like we said, guys, DM us, email us, reach out to us.
Thank you to everyone who supported us, and helped us get to 100K. And, thank you to our haters who are watching, who will never admit that they watch. We hear you. We see you. And we love you. And to next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.